Hello everyone, welcome back to TechBlock. Today we are going to be unboxing the Cooler Master Master Box MB520. We got the PC case right here. We also have a bunch more Cooler Master stuff over here that we unboxed in like a previous video. So we got their Master Liquid ML240R RGB Phantom Gaming Edition all-in-one liquid cooler system here. We have a bunch more fans here as well. The Master Fan MF120Rs, addressable RGB. These are also all addressable RGB fans, which is sick. And then Cooler Master have also sent over a power supply for us. So we have the V850 Platinum here, 10-year warranty, 80 plus platinum power supply, 850 watt, very nice stuff. So we're going to be putting all these items here and a few more into this brand new PC case, and I think I'm going to do the whole PC build like right about now. So we're going to get the whole PC case unboxed. This will probably be like a two-parter series. We're going to, disassemble the old PC and put a bunch of the components from that PC into this PC, and it's going to be a good time. As for all the other bits and pieces we're going to be putting in the PC build, we're going to be putting an RTX 2060 here, so thanks to NVIDIA for sending this one out. We have the Asus ROG Crosshair 7 Hero gaming motherboard for the Ryzen CPU. And what Ryzen CPU are we going with? We are going with the Ryzen 7 2700X. I've had the CPU for quite a while, and it's the best one I have available, so that's what we're going to be using for the build. As for the RAM, we have HyperX Predator RGB, DDR4 RAM, 3200 MHz. We have 32 gigabytes of this in total, so that's awesome. And then as for storage, XPG AData have hooked us up with 2 terabytes of insanely quick NVMe storage. I made a dedicated video about these guys over on the channel if you want to go check it out. Press any card somewhere on the screen now. But apart from that, I think we should tear apart this PC, take the CPU out, take the graphics card out, salvage a bunch of the components and put it all in this brand new PC case. Right, this PC case, let's get this one unboxed first. So massive shout out to Cooler Master for of course sending this out. I'm pretty excited to actually building it. I think the front is going to look really sick. Hopefully, we have some nice cooling in this case. It's going to be a good time. So once again, we're using the karambit knife here. If you're wondering where I got this knife from, it's from a company called Fade Case. I'll leave a link in the description down below. I'm not affiliated with this company in any way. They're not paying me to freaking promote their knives or anything, but I do get comments all the time asking, where'd you get your freaking knife from, dude? So it's fadecase.com, I think is their website. Anyway, right, we've got the Cooler Master case here. It's looking good, right? Now, I think this is in the red trim, so this might not actually turn out to be like an RGB PC build. Now, this PC build is going to be a little bit different than what you're used to seeing on my channel, which is RGB. This one, I think we can still definitely make it RGB, given the fact that, the Cooler Master has sent over some crazy fans and stuff. But I think what we're going to be going for is like a black and red theme, perhaps. Maybe add like, a bit of white here and there. So that's kind of the plan. It won't be fully RGB, is basically what I'm trying to say. Yep. Boom. Okay. Now, is this actual tempered glass? I feel like this is acrylic, because the PC case wasn't that heavy, to be honest. So yeah, I feel like this is not actual tempered glass. It's an acrylic side panel, which is fine. Damn, these thumb screws are freaking tight on there. Cool. Just put that aside there. Like I said, not tempered glass. Okay, so we will be able to see the fans that we're going to be mounting on the front here. That is going to be sick. We're going to be mounting 3 here, 2 up there. Damn. All right, I'm going to have a rear fan here too. I think this one might be replacing, just so we have, all matching fans. So we're going to have 3 up here, 3 there. All right, sounds good. As for the cable management and stuff of the case, it is looking to be, pretty spacious in here. Nice amount of room, plenty of space for our graphics cards and stuff. So yeah, the build is looking like it's going to turn out quite nice. We have this little rubber grommet here as well for your GPU cables, but because we're using an RTX 2060 in this build, the PCIe cables actually come out of this end. So they're going to come out of here, and then maybe they could just go straight down there. I think that could work quite well. All right, I think just before we do anything else, I'm going to unscrew this fan here. Alrighty, the fan has been removed. That's all done. So we're pretty much ready. We can take off this little side panel here as well, just before we begin. Just empty out and check anything else about the case that might be of interest to us. Right, taking a look back here, and very nicely cable managed. Yeah, the cable management, I think back here will not be a problem. There's a decent amount of space here, so that should be good. As for all these things, let's see what we actually get with this PC case. What are the package contents? So HD audio, that's all standard. You get, of course, USB 3.0, good stuff. And then we get a bunch of bits and bobs here too. So, got some rubber grommets for hard drives, I suppose. We got a bunch of screws for, literally everything, as well as a bunch of plastic cable ties. Right, that's all looking good then. As for the actual storage options in the PC case, you can probably mount quite a few hard drives here or SSDs without any problem. This thing just slides out super easy. So if you want to put it back in, boom, slides back in, clips into place, all done. So you can go ahead and put your hard drives here or your SSDs. But in our case, we will be using NVMe M.2 storage. So I'm going to actually take these guys out just so we have a bit more space to, like, you know, shove some cables in here, for example. So that should help us out a little bit when it comes to cable management. But apart from that, I think I'm going to unbox these guys, put all the fans inside here, try to cable manage those before we put the motherboard in and stuff. As you know, we can just get this out of the way while still not messing around with anything in the actual PC. Right, so these fans are super, super nice. Like, geez, look at these guys. And they're all addressable RGB. They can sync up to literally like any motherboard's like RGB software. So Asus Aura Sync, RGB Fusion from Gigabyte, ASRock Polychrome Sync, and then MSI Mystic Light. Damn, dude, all we need is like Razer Chroma support as well. That'll be like a cherry on top, to be honest. As for the rear exhaust fan, we may as well mount this guy now. Grab our screwdriver, grab the fan screws. All right, that's one fan in. I do want to go ahead and mount all the front fans as well, as that will make life easy. So, very easy to take off the front panel, just like that. Just pops off, no problem whatsoever. All right, I've ran out of fans, so we're gonna unbox this one. So we have 3 more fans to play around with. I'm just gonna take one of them out for now. Bam, all right. Pair all these fans up together. Jesus, this is going to be a mess. Oh god. RGB, let's make sure we align the arrows and we're all good. So boom, arrows aligned, very important. That's for one of the fans. We got another RGB connector here. There we go. All right, so that's all the RGB bits done. We got this dude, the old fan splitter. So all of these going to connect into here. Right, and then this can plug into the motherboard somewhere. I think we should be okay. We can put this fan here, I guess. The one that we took out of the case. Put it in this one. So we're done with the whole front of the case. We can put this front panel back on. Should just snap on, I believe. Yeah. Super simple. All good. Nice. And then one more thing we're going to do, of course, is put the power supply in the PC case as well. So I've already unboxed this and kind of made a whole unboxing video all about this power supply. So if you want to go watch the first part of this series, I guess, press the card somewhere on the screen now. I unboxed the liquid cooler, the power supply, as well as all the fans, and kind of talked about them a bit more in detail. All right, so we have the Cooler Master V850 power supply here. It's an 850 watt power supply and then 80 plus platinum efficiency. So real good stuff here. And then just before we, of course, you know, put it inside of the case, let's plug all of the cables in first. That is, of course, you know, a pretty wise idea to do. Right, so let's grab all the cables that we need. We need PCIe, this is the one. And this is also labeled PSU right here so that you don't mess up or anything. But PCIe, 12 volt, let's put this guy in here. Boom. Motherboard one, all right, cool. All of the cables in the power supply, as you can see, are super, super nice. They're just flat black cables. No ketchup and mustard going on up in here. It is a pretty high-end power supply, so, you know, you expect nothing less, to be honest. But as for the way this is all going to be connected, you have, I think, an 18-pin as well as a 10-pin motherboard that then goes into, you know, your standard 24-pin motherboard connection. So this is going to go into here where it says 10p MB. Boom, and then this is going to go into the 18p MB one over here. There we go. And then this, of course, is going to go into your motherboard just like you usually would. As for the other bits and bobs, we have CPU power. That's good. That is what we need, as our motherboard takes 2 8-pin CPU ATX EPS connectors. It's pretty much all we need, really. I will take some SATA power though, and maybe a few Molexes. Is there like one that gives me SATA power and Molex? Right, what I'm going to do, I think, is just grab Molex and then use Molex to SATA power converters, as that will make cable management a little bit easier for me. This guy, we got HDD P5, that'll just go into here. That's pretty much all the cables we will need, so we'll put this guy back inside. Right, somehow I've managed to run into a bit of an issue with the power supply. I can't physically put the power supply inside of the case because of the hard drive cage here. Like with all the cables and stuff, it literally can't go in. So I have to somehow rip off the hard drive cage, or at least this bit. I don't really mind the other one, but this one has to go because I actually can't put the power supply in. Oh my god, I think it's in. It's finally in. Oh Jesus. Alright, so quick update on what's going on. We've put all the front fans in, so the front 3 RGB fans for intake, they're all looking good, and they're also all connected up together, which is good. Then we also went ahead and mounted the rear fan here, and then we're gonna be mounting 2 more up here onto the all-in-one liquid cooler from Cooler Master. So that's gonna be in part 2 though. We've also put the power supply in finally. It was definitely a challenge to put the power supply in. However, you know, all the cables are in, it's all good. So far it's all going well. We've put the power supply in, we've put the fans in. So in part 2, we're gonna go ahead and take out the components out of this PC, that being the motherboard, RAM, CPU, and then put all those components inside of, you know, this lovely PC case instead. But until then, if you want to go buy any of these items here or just read up more about them, check the links down below in the description. I will leave everything featured in today's video down below in the description, so you know, links to Amazon and stuff. But apart from that though, thank you all so much for watching as always, and hope to see you in another video soon. Goodbye.